let's talk about how I do combat in my sessions. If you've played Dungeons and Dragons before, you already know the truth. Combat takes a long time, especially in a one-shot where you've only got 2 hours to play, maybe 2.5. You sit down with new players, the party's just starting to gel, and suddenly one small fight with 4 goblins swallows 45 minutes of the session. Everyone's rushing, no one's dragging their feet, and it still takes forever. Sometimes your big heroic turn boils down to moving 5 feet and missing a single attack. So, I decided to sidestep traditional combat entirely. I created my own system, a completely different style of combat that lets us resolve an entire encounter in about 6 minutes. That's it. 6. This isn't a house rule. It's a custom-built app that every player runs on their own phone, tablet or laptop. When I say combat starting, everyone opens the app, which runs from your browser, enters their character level and class, and selects the number of combat rounds I've assigned, usually 4 or 5. Once they hit confirm, the app generates a series of personal combat challenges, tailor-made to their level and class. Every player does this at the same time. No waiting for turns, no initiative order, no watching someone else roll dice for 10 minutes while you scroll your phone. Each round, the app shows a generic target with a set AC, hit points, resistances, maybe a twist, like can only be damaged by ranged attacks. The player has 1 turn of combat to meet the challenge. If the target has 10 HP and an AC of 15, your job is simple. Deal 10 points of damage right now. If you do it, you press succeed and you move to the next round. If you failed to deal enough damage in a single turn, you press fail, and the app calculates how much damage your character takes, based on your level, with damage types and critical hits included. You get 90 seconds per round, and you can even re-roll the challenge up to 3 times to try for something more favorable, though the final roll always gives you a tougher fight. There's a little risk-reward strategy in there too. The key here is that all players are simultaneously doing their own combat locally on their end, racing against the clock on their app. So, all players finish the combat within only a few minutes, leading to an ultra-fast combat. It's very reminiscent of board games like Escape the Temple, 5-Minute Dungeon, Galaxy Trucker, and Fuse. And just like that, boom, 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 the entire party clears 4 rounds of combat in 5 or 6 minutes. You're back to role-playing, exploring, or making terrible choices in town. I don't have to hand-wave away a guard encounter because combat would take too long. You want to fight? Go for it. The system can handle it. Now let's be clear, this is not traditional D&D combat. There's no tactical map, no reactions, no battlefield synergy. You don't even see what the other players are doing. Everyone handles their rounds privately. You lose that shared experience, the teamwork, the war table strategy. Most players are going to hate that. This system isn't trying to replace D&D's core combat. It's a workaround for the pacing problem that shows up in short 2-hour one-shots with strangers. When we've only got a single session, we don't have time to run the full engine. But we do have time to tell a great story, roleplay wild characters, and still throw in some high-stakes danger, without letting one fight eat the entire night. This system makes combat fast, personal, and tense. It's about survival. Some players will tank the early rounds and heal through it. Others will play it safe and optimize for each challenge. You can even shout out mid-round that you're healing a teammate with a bonus action or your main action, just like the real game, to help someone else survive. But make no mistake, this is a stripped-down, time-efficient solution for players who want the story to keep moving. If you're looking for classic grid-based tactics or real-time party synergy, this won't scratch that itch. If, on the other hand, you've ever groaned when a fight broke out halfway through a one-shot and wished you could just keep playing, this might be exactly what you've been looking for. If you're interested in trying it, and you understand what this is and what it isn't, you're welcome to join one of my games. Otherwise, no hard feelings. This combat style isn't for everyone.